Hi everybody. I hope you're doing well. Um, I was thinking about a couple of things. The word elect, I do believe, taking it back to Aramaic. uh, I do believe it means deceived. Um, they say even the elect will be deceived. Well, if you think about it, God's people are chosen, and they're chosen because they have good hearts. And the elect that are being deceived are Satan's. Christ kids can be fooled a little bit, but not till the end. These fools are taking it right to the end. They speak nothing about the Ten Commandments. They speak nothing about the deadly sins because they're committing them. These so called preachers wearing black that does also hide deceiving the black indication significance of wearing it. Your dark spirit, Satan covers you while you're lying. And speaking about lying, lying about lying, show me where it's written that they have to tell you the truth. Excuse me. Um, who said that? They have to tell you the truth. The only reason God knows what Satan is doing is because Satan can't lie to God because he knows him like any other um, one that he's made. He knows us from the inside out. But Satan can lie to us, and he does. And the elite, they lie to each other. Satan lies to them. They lie all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So, um, that they have to tell us the truth, that's not true. If you think about it, it'd be like a liar coming up and saying, I'm not going to kill you, and then they kill you. Well, why would they tell you the truth if they want you dead? You know, that type of thing, And then they were saying, oh, well, if they say like they're the two witnesses or they say like they're Jesus or something, we got a whole bunch of these. So what? There's somebody that I'm pretty close to that thinks he's Jesus, a guy from Texas. Who cares if he's emulating um, Christ? That's a good thing. That'd be like my granddaughter dressing up in her mommy's shoes. Who cares? That's a good thing, you know? Uh, let's see. Anything else I can Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I talked about the different organizations, and I'll probably get a lot of flack for this, but the American Legion, the VFW, and the Lions Club, Coronis, um, let's see, what else is there? JC's, all of these clubs within cities that you either pay dues and go to. And I know the VFW guys are probably going to scream at me, and there's probably some of you that go there that are righteous, but I'm just telling you these meeting places and what people do in these towns and cities all over the world. So you can, and there's more too. Oh yeah, but the Lions one is the one, and Coronas. That's not the beer, Corona. Don't mistake the two. um, so there's a lot of, and Scottish Rites, of course, I covered that, but there's a lot of different organizations that are affiliated, right down to Lutheran, Catholic, Baptist, all these Zionist churches. Seven Day Adventists, Mormons are Satanists, period. So I don't care what anybody says, I know better. But going back to that elect, if you feel like you're elected, you might want to opt out of that thing. Just be chosen, okay? Like I choose you, you know. Yeah. Why? Because you got a good heart. So yeah, don't buy into their language that they're not digging into the bottom of this language for you, and then they ask for money. That just irks me. Um, yeah, that'd be like me asking my kid to pay me to tell him not to get hurt over there. Hey, you're going to get hurt. So now give me money before I tell you, or I'm going to tell you this and I'll tell you the rest later. Just give me some money and then I'll tell you later, you know. So, yeah, all why they aren't talking about the seven deadly sins and the commandments or how they're to be forgiven or any of that. Just speaking out of the book of Paul and speaking out of Corinthians, which is dangerous. Corinthians, no offense, don't take no offense. I can consider Corinthians and Paul gay books. Happy or whatever, however you want to take it. There's a couple other that I've mentioned, like Enoch and different ones. I'm not saying that God didn't guide anybody to write anything. I'm just telling you the facts of the language in these books. So, and they're using them against you, and they're trying to. Well, you can't be swayed. You can be tricked a little bit, but you can't be swayed. So, and I'd rather die than lie. If they can say that, hey, kudos. If I'm ever deceived, whoa, the heck with that. I think that was my cat. Jump! I think he jumped down. He makes some noise sometimes. That's Bobby, Doug's cat, actually. So, but yeah, I wanted to touch on all that because I feel as though it's important. And like I said, whoever said a liar had to tell you the truth before they kill you. You know, that's ridiculous. Of course they're not going to. You know, if you think about it logically, a liar's not going to tell you they're lying. You know, and I have absolutely nothing to lie about. I don't want your money. My home is open. I'm humble to everybody unless you're trying to get on my bad side. Then I'm just going to be a real human being and tell you where to go. You know, no lies there. So I have absolutely nothing to teach you except for language from old days that will help you uncover the deceivers. And that's it. And my stuff can be proven. When I start looking up words, you might want to look up the word elect in Aramaic, Arimaric. And also the old way of spelling it is Ayrarama, Aramea. I do believe. But yeah, that word elect strikes me as something being significant. And even look up Saul and Paul in Aramaic and see what you come up with. And other names of Satan. There's a big long list and they're not all on it. You know, but if you go to the root of the word, it's there. We'll be proving these together and we'll be slaying these bad guys that are buying their homes and cars and paying their rent with your money. That's what they want. You know, now there's some out there that are doing a good service. I'm not going to name no names. I'll just say they give their knowledge freely without expecting anything in return. Although they do want to make a living, they aren't in the deceiving category as far as telling what to think or getting mad about it or adamant. If I'm mad because somebody said or did something to me. I don't get mad at like, you gotta believe this. If you don't believe this, you're blah 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 and nobody can be here being a witness. Well, think again, buddies. There's witnesses, you know, and it might wonder, why am I not dead yet? Why has not the Illuminati come to take me and my big mouth out? Well, for one thing, they don't spread my stuff around the internet big enough. That's one thing. And another thing is they want to know how much I do know and how much I'm going to say. But like I said, I'm always watching my enemies. And in fact, I watch them before they do something. So, like, I knew they were going to do what they did today. And I know what they're going to do tomorrow. What they're going to do tomorrow is try and discredit me, um, which can't be done because all I'm doing is proving words. Like I said, elect, check that out. That's very important. Something tells me the difference between elect and chosen. So, a choice. That's the Almighty's choice, not election. Election is like the Masons. You put them up there and you give them their rights and their satanic rituals, and then they're elected to an office, and they literally are. God doesn't elect anybody to no offices, so that's something to ponder on, something to think about. That's all. So I had that on my mind. I wasn't going to let these people take people's money. I just can't stand that. And then, I mean, the dude put on a blue shirt and took his black hat off today, the one guy. And it's like, oh, yeah, you do listen to me. How about that? Because when I said I don't wear black anymore, well, I do. I have like a trench coat that's black, but it's a London fog and it's a raincoat actually. And that was given to me because I actually left home and it was a bribery to come back, and my oldest son was still living here, and I had moved to the neighbors. And it was a really expensive coat, but that's not why I came back. I came back because my son was still here, and I was concerned because he was still only like 19 years old, so, and had moved back in with a neck injury. So, yeah, that didn't work out too good anyway, but that's the way that is. Um, let's see, what else was on my mind? Oh, yeah, it's really odd. My skies aren't messed up like other people's, and you know what I mean? I've showed you my skies several times, and they're just not like that. Um, I'm gonna unplug this right here. We'll go take a peek. What does it? I'm not gonna go out, but because I'm all clean. I made a cucumber salad later to go with hamburger and some tater tots, which I won't eat much because I'm allergic to potatoes. But yeah, okay, excuse me a minute. Let's go take a peek out at the sky because everybody's got these red and purple skies. And I gotta say, yeah, they were pretty gory the other day. Yeah, that's west. That should be sunset. And all these people that got all these colors and stuff out in there. Well, I know it's different city and I know it's a different part. And the Nibiru system does move around. But that's north. Let's go look some more. There's Bob. They got their own table. They're not allowed on mine. So let's look in the east. Ooh, Mr. Moon. I don't know if you can see it yet. And over to the northeast, we'll just leave it at that, which is kind of pink, and that's where the system or whatever is. So they say. But that's pretty. Oh yeah, Bruce Sees All asked if the moon on the 18th seemed awfully close. It did. It was like just right over there by that tree, it seemed. That big old maple tree there. So yeah. Um I don't know. I just hate to see people listening to other people, even if, of course, they have charisma and charm, but you can see the demon in their freaking eyes. I mean, you can see it in mine too. I'm not hiding. I'll tell you straight up, I get demonistic. You goddamn right. Excuse me. Yes, I do. You know, and I have sorrow for it after I do it, and I'll tell you about it too. You know, now if they do, which they'll try, it's way too late. Already did it, guys. Too late. You know. Um. Let's see what else is on my mind today. Um. Pretty much talking to probably my big crowd of like four. I love you people. I love y'all. Whenever you stop in, I appreciate you being here, and I hope you learn something from me. I hope you understand that I really am just trying to help you as a mom and a friend and a person that really does love. As mad as I get, even at anybody, I still have love, and I am deeply compassionate. Like I say, if you got hurt, I'd be the first one there helping you. That's a fact. If you're hungry, I would give you my food. That's just how I am. And I have before. So, or give people my last money, whatever, whatever it takes. If I feel they need it more than me, they might, you know. So, yes, I just wanted to touch on that. Why would a liar tell you they're a liar? You know? It's like a thief saying, "Oh, I'm a thief and I'm going to steal from you." No, they're not going to tell you that. And people want to take your soul down for Satan. They're not going to say, "I'm lying about this and working for him." And they know they are, you know? And I would say, and don't get mad at me, but the bigger the channel, when they want something from you, they're probably not. God's people are being suppressed, you know? That's something to think about. Think about all you little channels out there. How come you're little? You know? You know. You know. We know. And there's a guy I watched that did a video that was funny, but the people didn't know that he had God in his heart. And once they found that out, then he started getting attacked all over the place, and maybe for different reasons too. But I gotta honestly say I did too for a bit. But because I was pissed. Flippin' jerk called me. Well, he's not a jerk, but this person called me a cop. Well, that didn't go over too good. So, anyway, I'm not saying all cops are bad, but um, let's see. I've only met two that were good, and the one I still have my doubts about. And I didn't meet my grandfather, but he was a cop and he got out of it. So that says something. Oh, yeah, yeah. The other thing I married, he had been a cop, and well, that was the annulment. That's the one I don't have to claim. So I don't claim none of them. That was shitty people, shitty human beings. Crummy, I guess that's a better way to say it in case my grandkids ever watch this. So, or people that get offended. I apologize, for my potty mouth, but it really does help alleviate my anger, because really when these men are lying and then they get together and they're all like friends, and like they make it so with their words, they all get together and they're in their live chats, and isn't that right? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, blah blah blah, like it's fact. So I guess that's about all I wanted to say tonight. Um, if I think of anything else, it's just I feel like I have to let people know what's going on. Masons are elected. God's people are chosen. True story. I mean, we all get messed up and fumble with the words, but I grew up with the right words and I know what I'm saying. And that's why they can't debate me, because my words are powerful and they know that. So they can't mince words with me. They try, but yeah, they don't do very good. So, okay, I'm going to have a cup of coffee and chill. And I hope you all have a really good night. And I do love you. I really do. You're decent people. And even that mean one, doggone it, quit being so mean. I know you're angry at something, and it isn't just something, something. It's like a big something. And I will pray that some of that anger subsides because it's a hard thing to live with. I really do know, you know. So you should have seen how mad I was when my 11-year-old got in a car of a molester and I couldn't do anything about it. Or I went to court and tried to keep them away from their grandparents, and then they had it reversed so they could come and take my children out of my house for a weekend and do what I wanted with them, and they would come back just all kinds of messed up. I mean, I know that happens in families and stuff, but this is different. You know, the stories you hear about all that is true, very true. So, um, just to watch my child get in a car and know he was going into hell was about the most painful thing. And my other one was already there because they threw his clothes out on the ground and called the monster to come and get him. So instead of encouraging him to come back home where he was loved and safe and clean and taken care of and morally sound, but that wasn't good enough for people that wanted him dead. And they do want my son's dead. So, yes, all children are born beautiful. And I'm not crying, but I cried buckets, oceans of tears. Even for everybody in the world, there's times I get so emotional. It's hard for me to express my love and emotions a lot, but it really is there. So I just wanted you to know that that's true. All these people, oh, I love you and everything else. Well, I'm just going to call them liars. They love themselves. Because if you were to interrupt them while they were saying I love you could see the demon come out in that shit. Just test them. You got somebody that's doing some shit to you, or somebody that's preaching, and you just get this weird feeling. Work on that feeling. Maybe work on them. Maybe this will work on them. Cause little boys, I'm coming to get you. My middle name, the Masons call me Trouble. What does that indicate to you? Think about it. I would say that meant my middle name was Trouble. And my first name is Hell. So nice to meet you. And I think my last name is Angel. So anyway, you guys, people, I do love you. Don't forget that. Start helping me look up some words so I don't gotta do this alone. It'd be more fun together. Just pick a word and go in. Like, what does this word mean? Google. What does the word blue mean in Aramaic, or the word wedding or marriage or sacrifice, or pick a biblical term and just go. It's easy. Just talk to Google, translate, you know, and and you'll come right up with it. You can see between different and the word decipher bothers me. That has implications too, but I can deal with it. But it does bug me. But it's just too close to Lucifer. But and a lot of people use it, misappropriate it, and oh, not decipher. Yeah, that too. Discern. That one concerns me too. Maybe look up decipher and discern in Aramaic and see what it comes up with. Because Google will spell Aramaic for you, and then when you look it up to English translation, it'll be right there. You probably don't even have to pull up a page, it'll be right there. So I've been trying to get you guys folks to maybe get interested in actually what's being said to you in this world. So I love you. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota. Have a really good night. Sleep well, my dear, I was gonna say dear, my absolutely precious friends. I love you. Have a good night.